What's up, sisters? It's your boy, Beef, and welcome back to the channel for week 20 of incredible new mods for Baldur's Gate 3. I can't believe that we've been at this for 20 weeks now. Thank you so much to everyone who's been following along with me on this Baldur's Gate 3 modding journey. Every mod that we're covering today is available through the in-game mod manager, and I've linked them below if you want to check them out for yourself. Since these are brand new mods, console players might have to wait a little while before they're available. Stick around to the end because I've got a wild mod to share with you at the end of this video. You start as a completely hopeless, lazy character and then level up into one of the most ridiculously overpowered builds you've ever seen. You'll choose between paths like a delusional fighter summoning your waifu, a Call of Duty 360 trickshotter, or even an archwizard who blasts enemies with pure cringe. Before we dive in, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed these videos, drop a like and let me know in the comments which mods you want to see next. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more Baldur's Gate 3 modding content. Want to hang out with some of the coolest people alive? Join my Discord. We talk about Baldur's Gate 3, mods, D&D, and all sorts of other stuff. Plus, I'm totally not desperate for friends or anything. Totally. Alright, sisters, I need your help for something crazy. In celebration of 20 weeks of new mods, I want to make a community-created build guide thought up by you, the people. I'm looking for wild, wacky, and completely off-the-wall character ideas that will force me to think outside the box when building them. Got an idea for a character that's totally unconventional? Maybe a rogue who specializes in throwing salami, or a sorcerer who only casts spells in the nude? I want to see them. Drop your most creative, ridiculous, and hilarious build ideas in the comments, and whichever suggestions get the most likes after just 1 week, I will have to use it to build a ridiculous party composition. Let's get weird and challenge me to build something absolutely bonkers. All right, enough rambling, let's get into the mods. First up, we have 5e Ranger subclasses combined by some Radagnoth. Ranger mains, you're eating good this week. This mod combines multiple 5e Ranger subclasses into a single package, including the Horizon Walker, Monster Slayer, Fey Wanderer, and the Primeval Guardian. This mod does leave out the Swarmkeeper and the Drake Warden, because Larian is adding the Swarmkeeper subclass in the upcoming patch 8, and Drake Warden is otherwise available with other mods. This mod will make Rangers feel way more versatile and expands their playstyle options beyond just spamming Hunter's Mark and turn 1 surprise actions. If you've ever felt like Ranger was missing something in Baldur's Gate 3, this is absolutely the fix. Each subclass brings something unique to the table. The Fey Wanderer taps into the mystical energy of the Fey Wild, granting enchanting charisma, teleportation, and resistance to charm and fear effects. The Monster Slayer is the perfect choice for players who want to hunt down supernatural threats, with abilities that counter magic users and extra damage against cursed foes. The Primeval Guardian is a tankier subclass that lets you transform into a towering guardian, boosting your durability and battlefield control. And finally, the Horizon Walker specializes in teleportation and planar magic, making them an agile warrior with powerful resistances. Whether you want to be a teleporting ghost hunter or a Fey-touched trickster, this mod has something for every Ranger fan. Okay, this next one is a lifesaver for anyone who actually wants to use Nyrulna without blowing up their party. No Nyrulna Friendly Fire by Sariat does exactly what it says. Normally, this legendary trident's thunder explosion, when throwing it, damages allies like some kind of cruel joke. This mod removes friendly fire, so you can finally yeet your trident without consequences. You're welcome, Karlach fans, myself included. Next up, we have free equipment swapping by Eclipse. Ever get annoyed that you can't swap out weapons, rings, or armor pieces mid-combat, without wasting an action at least? This mod fixes that problem. Now you can freely switch gear without using an action, like an actual adventurer who knows how to pull out a different weapon. It's a small change that makes combat way smoother, and once you try it, you won't want to go back. Next, let's talk about a few new races, because sometimes you just want to roleplay as something completely different. First up, we have the Kenku Race by Miri's Mods. Yes, you can finally play as a Kenku in Baldur's Gate 3. This mod brings the beady-eyed, feathered little rogues to the game with unique racial abilities. If you love sneaky characters or just want to roleplay as an adorable, cursed bird person, this is an easy pick. Beyond their flavor, the Kenku in this mod are built for ambush tactics and high burst damage. They start with the Dread Ambusher ability, letting them act with bonus movement, an initiative boost, and extra damage on their first attack each turn, perfect for assassins or hit-and-run fighters. On top of that, their talent attack deals 2d8 slashing damage, making it one of the hardest-hitting natural weapons in the game. If you want to skulk in the shadows and then shred enemies to pieces before they can react, this is absolutely the race for you. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum, if you want to play as a massive mountain-dwelling bruiser, the Goliath mod by CryptoHack lets you play as a Goliath using the 2024 rule set. You get to choose a giant ancestor, and each one comes with a different passive bonus, perfect for a barbarian or fighter build. The Frost Goliaths can add cold damage to their melee attacks. Fire Goliaths can add fire damage to their melee attacks. Cloud Goliaths can teleport 30 feet away on a bonus action. Storm Goliaths can deal retaliatory thunder damage using a reaction to attackers within 60 feet. Stone Goliaths can reduce incoming damage, and the Hail Goliaths can knock enemies prone. At level 5, you learn how to make yourself gigantic for 10 minutes once per long rest. This race even looks amazing in cutscenes too, because you just tower over everyone. Next up, we have Eclipse Monster Races by Eclipse. Ever wanted to play as the monsters instead of fighting them? This mod brings some of the most iconic and bizarre creatures from Dungeons & Dragons into Baldur's Gate 3 as fully playable races. Whether you want to roleplay as an ancient nature spirit, a floating death orb, or a literal mushroom, this mod has you covered. The lineup includes Arachne, perfect for a creepy spider-themed character with extra mobility. You'll get access to the Arachnid Jump, Web, Find Familiar Spider, as well as a 9-meter movement speed, 12 meters of dark vision, and the Web Walker, which means you are not slowed down by web surfaces and cannot be enwebbed by them. Makes sense, being a spider. Dryads, on the other hand, offer a deep connection to nature and woodland magic. You'll get access to Fallen Lover, which allows you to summon a Wood companion. You can use the Strengthened Shillelagh spell, which is insanely powerful. Whoa, hello. We have access to Entangle and Spike Growth, very similar to basically the Conjure Woodland Being spell, but now you can play as it forever. Harpies, on the other hand, bring flight and enchanting abilities to charm your enemies. You'll get access to the Fly ability as well as Sharp Rock, where you throw a sizable rugged stone for 2d4 plus 4 bludgeoning damage. You can concentrate on a luring song to charm nearby creatures with a magical melody to lure them to you, and then you can multi-attack them for 2d6 plus 2d6 slashing damage. Maybe you don't want to play as a Harpy, but instead want to try a Djinni. Djinni are elemental beings with air-based magic and resistances, great for a mystical genie-like character. We have access to Shifting Winds, which is a teleport ability, Thunder Wave, really awesome, and also permanently armed, you cannot be disarmed. Really cool. If you want to get a little bit weirder, Myconids let you play as a walking mushroom, spreading spores and controlling the battlefield. You get access to animating spores to create yourself some Myconid zombies. You can get hallucination spores, Timisk spores, and multi-attack, as well as dark vision up to 12 meters. Plasmoids, on the other hand, are sentient oozes, meaning you can finally live out your dream of being a slime-based menace. You'll get access to Shape Self, the Amorphous feature, dark vision to 12 meters, and natural resilience. This is very similar to the other Plasmoid race, which was added by also Eclipse, but this is another one so you can be a little bit yellow. For those who want to go full-on nightmare mode, you can even play as a Beholder. It's so large, it doesn't even fit on the screen. With the Beholder, you can float around with your Eye Rays and Eldritch Power, with access to Paralyzing Ray, Fear Ray, 9 meters of movement speed, and dark vision up to 12 meters. No longer are you afraid of Beholders, because now you are one. And finally, you can play as a Woad, which is a sturdy, bark-covered warrior with incredible durability and nature-based abilities. You'll have access to Entangle, Dark Vision to 12 meters, and the Regeneration ability. So whether you want to weave through the shadows as an Arachne or float ominously as a Beholder, this mod makes Baldur's Gate 3 feel more like Monster Manual, the game. Next up, we have yet another brand new custom campaign mod to be added to Baldur's Gate 3. This campaign by Mozilla, called The Grand Theater, centers around the Red Wizards of Thay, who have built a camp on the outskirts of the city of Baldur's Gate. The campaign is an extension of the main story and can be accessed at any point throughout your playthrough in Acts 1, 2, or 3. All you need to do is find one of the special loots the creator has added to the game, play them, and subsequently sell it to the devil. This will teleport you to the new campaign area, where you can explore the map with 6 new quest lines, over 2,000 lines of dialogue, and several new NPCs. This campaign was created by just one guy, Mozilla, and it's absolutely insane the amount of work they have put into this. This mod is only available for PC players and is downloadable from the Nexus and has no other dependencies. Although the campaign is in its infancy, Mozilla has tons more content planned for this setting. As of now, you can begin any of 6 new quest lines, only 1 can be completed so far, for you to uncover the mysteries of this spooky grand theater. No combat encounters are currently included, but will be added in future updates, along with new areas like the gambling room, new unique items, and several merchants for you to shop at. It is absolutely insane that we're starting to get more and more custom campaigns for Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm honestly so excited to see what the future holds for this mod and its creator. They have put over 600 hours themselves into the creation of this mod, and it's available for free, so let's give an absolutely huge shout out to Mozilla for all their hard work bringing this campaign to life. This area is absolutely fantastic. It looks just really great. I'm really just blown away by how fantastic this looks. There's so much to explore in here. There's just a bunch of really cool things going on here, and I highly recommend going and checking this mod out if you want to go ahead and mess around with it. Now that we've overhauled gameplay, added some new races, and even got a brand new custom campaign, let's talk about fashion, because looking cool is half the battle. First up, we have Consort's Wardrobe by iRaceBeth12. If you're looking to add some high-class fashion into your wardrobe, this mod brings 3 elegant outfits from the game into your collection as both armor and camp clothing. Now you can fight in style or lounge around camp looking like royalty. This mod includes the Elegant Robe, perfect for those who want a sleek, noble aesthetic while casting spells. The Elegant Robe will add +3 to your armor class, +2 to your strength, and +2 to your dexterity, so it is really powerful at the same time. On the other hand, we have the Noble Dress with Cape, which is basically Floric's dress, worn by the legendary Flaming Fist leader and advisor to Duke Ulder Ravengard. This gives off strong, commanding energy, making it ideal for charismatic leaders or battle-hardened warriors, and also just looks really damn good. Even as a dude, I'm like, I would wear this dress. This looks pretty freaking sick. I like it a lot. Like the other dress, this includes a +3 to your armor class, +2 to strength and dexterity as well. And finally, Viconia's Robe lets you channel the sinister elegance of the infamous Drow Cleric, making it an excellent choice for players who want to embrace the dark, mysterious side of their fashion sense. Whether you're dressing to impress with Pose 28, or just want to look good while saving the world, this mod has you covered. Viconia's dress, like the others, also includes a +3 bonus to your armor class, strength, and dexterity, so this is really cool and just has a really nice look to it. I like all 3 of these outfits a lot for a female playthrough, honestly. Hell, put it on a dude, I don't care. It looks pretty sick. Alternatively, if you've ever wanted to dress like a true vampire lord, we have Sunwalking Regent's Wardrobe by iRaceBeth12 as well. This mod adds Ascended Astarian's epilogue outfit as both armor and camp clothing. Now you can exude dark, regal elegance, whether you're basking in the moonlight or slaying your enemies in the sun. This outfit comes with the Sunwalking Regent's Cape, which gives you a +2 bonus to attack rolls when attacking creatures that have already taken damage, and your unarmed attacks deal an additional 1d10 radiant damage. And the Decadent Ensemble itself comes with a +3 bonus to Wisdom, Strength, and Charisma each, and gives you the Greater Kushigo counter, and has an armor class base of 15. You can also grab the Decadent Slippers, which give you Experienced and Deadly. The wearer deals additional damage equal to their Wisdom modifier with unarmed attacks. So this is absolutely perfect for a Ascended Astarian build, where you just do an open hand monk and pop out an insane amount of damage. I mean, +10, plus all these, I mean, really, it's gonna be crazy. This outfit is perfect for those who want a gothic aristocratic aesthetic, featuring intricate embroidery, luxurious fabrics, and a commanding presence that fits any noble vampire, or just someone with impeccable fashion sense. Whether you're embracing the role of a powerful undead ruler, or simply want to turn heads in Baldur's Gate, this mod ensures you'll be the best-dressed adventurer in Faerun. If you really want to complete the royal look, our next mod gives you a set of beautifully crafted crowns. Crowns by Granny, Made with Love by SEM, includes an array of simple circlets to full-on royal tiaras. making your character look like an actual ruler. If you're playing a noble or just want to flex on the peasants of Faerun, this is a must. Each of the crowns features a combination of different attribute bonuses, passive abilities, and spells tailored to specific classes and playstyles to enhance your journey, as well as a shovel just for fun. One of my favorite items added with this mod that isn't even a crown is the Ring of Hirelings. Who needs a Wither's dead-eyed campcaster anymore when we have this ring? Get access to Warding Bond, Long Strider, Freedom of Movement, Hero's Feast, Death Ward, Dark Vision, Aid, Remove Curse. This ring has virtually every utility spell that you would normally conscript a campcaster to use, but now we can do it ourselves by just getting this ring and putting it on whoever we want. The other crowns that are included in this mod are for the Gith Circlet of Parry, which gives you the Githyanki Parry ability, +2 to Strength, +2 to Acrobatics, proficiency in Strength saving throws, and advantage on saving throws against Charmed. The Goblin's Elk Circlet for Barbarians is made for Barbarians, obviously. The Warlock Circlet of Blasting, which has Scorching Ray, Shield, and Charisma and Persuasion bonuses. The Wizard Circlet of Shield Blessings with an Intelligence boost, the Shield spell, and an additional 1d4 to saving throws and weapon attack rolls, an additional 2d4 to spell attack rolls. Yeehaw! It has the Druidic Circle of Sylvanas, just a bunch of really cool, awesome headpieces in here for you to become a true king. Yas, queen. Now let's go ahead and wrap up with the weirdest mod of the week, and possibly one of the weirdest mods I've ever seen, but I still love it. The Journey of a NEET by Lord Feeder. This one is something else. Ever wanted to play as a socially awkward basement-dwelling shut-in who gets isekai'd into Baldur's Gate 3? Well, now you can. This mod lets you roleplay as a character who has 0 survival skills, no social awareness, and somehow ends up in Faerun. It's kind of like I'm playing myself. Huh. It's dumb, it's hilarious, and it might actually be the most realistic self-insert mod ever made. 10 out of 10 would fail every charisma check again. Let's read the description here for the class. Lurking in the shadows of their dimly lit sanctuaries, the NEET is an enigmatic entity untethered by the chains of employment, education, or social expectations. A true disciple of the no responsibilities, only regret doctrine, this class has honed the art of existential evasion to a razor's edge, effortlessly dodging job applications, social obligations, and the grim specter of productivity. Okay, thanks for calling me out. You begin at level 1 with an unremarkable life of a NEET, but as you level up, you'll gain skills and abilities that shape your destiny. We'll start with Go Away for 3d4 plus 3 force damage. The NEET lets out a soul-draining groan, combined with a powerful death glare of introverted despair, sending a pulse of sheer rejection energy outward, pushing everyone back 9 meters. We'll also get Strategic Withdrawal, the arcane principle of tactical evasion. Let's read this out. With a calculated movement and a whispered incantation, the Chunibyo executes a maneuver far beyond the comprehension of lesser tacticians. They do not flee, no. Such an action is beneath them. Instead, they strategically reposition, allowing their enemies to bask in the illusion of dominance while they vanish into obscurity. And we'll also get the Hide action, or Phantom Veil, the art of tactical concealment. The Chunibyo does not merely hide, they erase their presence from the battlefield with masterful precision. Lesser minds may mistake this for cowardice, but only the enlightened understand that a warrior unseen is a warrior undefeated. To chase them is to grasp at illusions, to seek them is to fail. We're also going to start with the Guidance Cantrip, or, as this mod calls it, I read this on Reddit. The NEET attempts to apply knowledge obtained from highly questionable online sources to solve a problem. I love it. This class just keeps going. At level 2, we get Unshielded Movement 1. Your movement speed increases by 5 meters. Just a sip of caffeine. The NEET takes just a sip of caffeine, immediately overriding their brain's exhaustion limit and unlocking an extra burst of energy. Action Surge. You'll also get Pray to RNGesus. The NEET surrenders all control to fate, conjuring 1 projectile to determine the effectiveness of their next attack to targets believing in the power of RNGesus, be it holy or demonic. You'll get Wait, Please Don't Hit Me, the art of tactical groveling. As danger approaches, the NEET abandons all pretense of courage, throwing up their hands in a desperate plea for mercy. Their voice cracks, their knees tremble, and sheer secondhand embarrassment radiates from their being. We'll also get Enshrouded Bastion, the sacred armor of the Arcane Ward. The Chunibyo's thick, layered clothing is not overkill, it is a calculated masterpiece of tactical survival. Each layer serves a purpose. The outer cloak disrupts enemy vision, the padded vest absorbs impact, and the inner robes stabilize mystic energy, and totally don't just keep them warm. Fools may mock, but only the unprepared freeze or perish. Increase your armor class by 3. When you get this class to level 3, you choose one of 3 advanced class paths, or subclasses, that lead you to even greater heights of power and eccentricity. We have the Chunibyo, the ultimate delusional fighter. Delusions become reality as you learn how to summon your waifu, like Thanatos, Wolf, Titania, and Amaterasu, with stronger versions at higher levels. These abilities let you command powerful creatures, though you may want to limit yourself to 2 summons at a time for balance sake. The Trickshot Master takes on the ultimate brain-rotted 360 no-scoping aesthetic with 5 magical spell types, combining various damage types like piercing, fire, ice, and radiant, plus a healing bonus action. We'll start with access to Cerebral Spike, unleash 1 magical dart at up to 1 target, each dealing 4 psychic damage, 4 poison damage, 4 acid damage, and 4 force damage. And Kinetic Barrage shoots 1 arrow to a maximum of 1 target, each dealing 4 to 7 piercing damage, 4 to 7 bludgeoning damage, and 4 to 7 slashing damage, as well as Phantom Step, Art of the Shadowed Mirage. And finally, we have the Archwizard, the anime-infused mage of pure cringe. I think this might be my favorite subclass of all time. You'll become a master of the Cringe Blast, a psychic attack that causes fire, ice, earth, or lightning effects. As you level, Cringe Blast upgrades, adding burning, freezing, knockback, and stunning effects of your choice. You can also summon your E-Kitten, my online waifu, of course. You'll get Phantom Step, Art of the Shadowed Mirage, the Silence spell for fun, and also the Dark One's Blessing. An Archwizard is a NEET who has dedicated their entire life to the pursuit of arcane power, abandoning any notion of romance, social interaction, or career in favor of mastering the magical arts in isolation. Maybe that's why it's my favorite. Regardless, as you continue to level up this character, it will just get more powerful and become just a really fun meme build, because why the hell not? I mean, self-insert, roleplay much? And that is all for this week's mods. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite and what mods you want to see next. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Baldur's Gate 3 modding content. And if you're cool, which I already know you are, join my Discord to talk about Baldur's Gate 3, mods, D&D, and whatever else we feel like. Links to the Discord and all these mods are down below. Don't forget to drop your crazy build ideas in the comments, or join the Discord and help me theory craft your crazy builds. Alrighty, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one, sisters!